It is a 32 back. I don't know how to play today. We're looking at how to play the game of Another Man's Treasure. This is the newest one from Grandpa Beck's. As it says in the box, one man's stuff, or I guess garbage, is another man's treasure. And it shows you all sorts of knickknacks and stuff people might collect, what you might see inside of a junk drawer if you have one. This is a game that's all about collecting. It's a set collection rummy-based game. It is for 2 to 6 players, ages 7 to 99. It takes about 23 minutes. And it's actually produced in Poland by Fabrica Cards, which I found to be pretty cool, who produces truffle playing cards, which I've done a review on in the past. But these are much better quality than those. These are excellent quality. So what you get is this large deck of cards. It doesn't specify how many cards 100%, but it does tell you how much of each in a rule book. And what you get is a bunch of number cards. 3 suits, this yellowy suit, and they range from 2 through 10. There's also a red suit and a blue-green suit. But there's also in each suit cards that can be a 1 or 11. So technically it's 1 through 11. And what you get is 3 of each color, 1 through 11. For 2 threes, 5s, 2 threes, 9s, and 10s, you get 2 of each color. And then the 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, you get 4 of each color. So it's not the same amount of each number throughout the whole deck. The game you will find has some similarities to games like Phase 10, where you're collecting cards and trying to complete different types of sets. As per the rules here, you're going to be trying to complete 2 sets of 4, which is 2 sets of 4 of a kind, 4 4s and 4 5s, for example. 2 suited runs of 4, which is 2 runs of cards, let's say 3, 4, 5, and, you can use a wild card in there. So 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll talk about the wild cards. In one color, that's a suited run of 4. What else are you trying to complete? A suited run of 4 and a set of 4. A suited run of 8, which is cards numbered 1 through 8 or 2 through 10 or what have you. 8 cards in a row, all of the same color. And 4 suited pairs. What that is 4 pairs of cards, and each pair has to be the same color. So, for instance, these 2 7s would not count as a suited pair because they're different colors. However, these 2 5s would be a suited pair. You also get wild cards, as you might have seen, well, as I showed you before, 3 different types. You got these, which can be any card, any color, 1 through 6. Any card, any color, numbered 6 through 11. And this is just any color, any number, 1 through 11. That stuff all goes in there. The cards have a nice quality of a linen finish. You also get reminder cards. Each player will get one. It tells you what you're doing at the end of the round and also during the game. Pretty simple. You're drawing a card, perhaps playing cards, and making a discard. And you're trying to get rid of all the cards from your hand before anyone else, and you're trying to have the lowest score at the end of the game. You also get 2 cards, which are replacement cards. It even says so. It says playing replacement cards. Funny. And you get these. Now, there is also a alternative rule set, which is basically the same thing. It's called the progressive game. The progressive game, instead of making these 5 sets, and when you make these 5 sets, you don't have to go in any specific order like Phase 10. You can do whichever one you want, whichever one works best for you during that specific round. You will be playing 5 rounds in one game, and you're going to be playing 2 games. For the progressive rules, the score sheet is on the other side. You get 2 pads, by the way. And it is 9 rounds, and you can do 2 games again. And there's different types of sets, like a suited run of 6, 2 sets of 3, 3 suited pairs, etc., up until 5 suited pairs. And each round is going to have a different amount of cards. 6 cards during the first 3, 8 during the next 3, and 10 during the last 3. Aside of that, it works basically the same. Just different types of sets that you're going to be working on with different amounts of cards. In the main game, the classic game, you will give each player a reference card and a score sheet. Everyone's going to keep score themselves of what they're doing. And each player is going to get 8 cards. Just bear with me 1 second. You will, like face 10 other games, flip the top card face up. On your turn, whenever you're trying to complete one of those sets or phases, you can call this phase 5 if you want. So let's see what I got. Well, I've already potentially got 1 phase. And maybe a second one, so I'm going to collect this too. You can take the top card from the discard pile or the top card from the draw pile. Ooh, I'm going to take that one instead. And add it to your hand. Then you must make a discard. One way this game varies from phase 10 is after you make your discard, any other player, if they want this card, before the next player takes their turn, they can say, can I have it? So let's say it's this guy's turn next. This guy says he wants that card. Can I have it? He doesn't really want it, but he'll say he wants it. This player now has the opportunity to take it. And, maybe he will, maybe he won't. If he doesn't, this player may take it. But if it is not your turn, if you're not next in play turn order, then you must also take an extra card, which may be good or bad. This guy said he wanted that card. This guy says, you know what? Nah, I'm going to take it. And you must say that you want it before the next player's turn. And then they're going to make a discard. Now, one thing it doesn't really clarify is whether or not I still take my turn and draw a card. I guess you do. That way you have an extra card. And we'll just make a discard. It doesn't really clarify that. Does anyone want that one? Nobody wants it. Well, no. Well, yes, I want that card. I'm going to say that, yeah, can I have it? This guy doesn't want it. This guy is after me. He doesn't get a say in it. So I'm going to take that one and add it to my hand. This works out beautifully. And no, it doesn't. Actually, it does. It's fine. No, it doesn't. Because I have this wild card, but it's 1 through 6, and I would need a 6 through 11 for this to work out. But anyways, and I get to draw an extra card because it's not my turn. Or actually, yeah, it's not my turn because it's this guy's turn. And he's going to look at his cards. He doesn't want the 2. He's going to draw a card. It's a red 5. Well, he's got some suited pairs if he wants to do that. So he's going to get rid of this 4. This guy looks at his hand. He doesn't want it. And I'm not going to take it either, I don't think. I'll draw a card. And what am I going to do here? Ideally, I would have a run of 4. I don't. Anyway, I look at it. I'm just going to make a discard. And then keep going around the table. Let's see if we can get someone to complete a set here, so we can get to that point. No. Nobody wants that one. I certainly don't. This guy gets a 2. A pass. It's my turn. I'll draw a card. It's not what I want. What is this guy going to do? That does not really help him out. He'll draw a card. He's got a run of 4. He's trying to find what else he's going to do with these cards. I say, no, I don't want it. This guy's going to go. He will draw a card. He gets a wild card. So he's going to, which one do I want? I want a red one. Yeah, he'll drop this one. And, actually before he drops down, well, it doesn't matter when he does it. He's going to put down this set, which is 4 suited pairs. And he has also gone out. That means the round ends immediately. And what he's going to do is on his score sheet, he's going to mark an X next to 4 suited pairs. And he's going to put down for the first game that he got 0. Now, anyone else that has a set that they can complete will do so. I do not, unfortunately. And this guy also does not. He has part of his set. Actually, he can do that. And I can do what I have. That's what we can do. So what you're going to do, as per the reminder card here, is if you have a set of 4, suited run of 4, suited run of 6, or any number of suited pairs, you can put those down. Or if you have the whole collection, you can put that down. But you're going to mark off one of the sets, even if you didn't complete it. So I had 4 kind here. I can mark that I did 2 sets of 4, or a suited run of 4 and a set of 4. That's all I could do. So maybe I would mark off 2 sets of 4. Now, I cannot go for that anymore, but it's done. That's a little bit different than phase 10. In phase 10, if you fail to complete a set, you have to go over it the next round. This game is better than phase 10 in my opinion because of that. You complete sets even if you don't complete them. This person would mark down that they have, 2 suited runs of 4 or a suited run of 4 and a set of 4. And then you're going to mark down points. This guy has 0 points because he has no cards left in his hand. The cards you have left in your hand are going to be worth points. As indicated on the reminder card. So number cards are 5 points each. The wild cards are 10 or 15 points. We'll ignore the smiley face for the moment. So in this case, I would have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 35 points. That's only 10 points. The 15 points is the one that is 1 through 11. So again, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35 points. And I'll just mark it on this side. And this guy's going to do the same thing. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. You can collect all the cards, reshuffle, redeal, and you go through it again. Now, what about the smiley faces? The smiley faces you will find on some cards. I'll see if I can find one like this one. And those are going to, I don't actually know how to score. That's in the progressive game. But it's like a plus minus 10 points. Let's see if I can find that out very quickly. I should have done the progressive game first, but I like the game classic game as it is. These are only on the 5, 6, and 7s. Not all of them. But there's 1, 5, 6, 7 of each color that has this symbol. If that card with the symbol is in your playing area, you will earn a bonus of minus 10 points per card with that symbol. But if you have it in your hand, you get 10 extra points. So these are, if you have it in your 2 sets of 4, whatever, in front of you, you get minus 10 points off your score. I don't know if you can get negative points in your score, or if you just stop at 0. It doesn't specify. But if you have this in your hand, like I had some cards in my hand at the end of the game, it would count as an additional 10 points, which is bad. So, kind of a cool little thing. And you could even use that in classic mode if you really wanted to, just to spice it up a bit without all the extra sets to make. But yeah, that is the game in a nutshell. I think it's pretty cool. Great quality components as usual. Nice artwork. Each card has a funny little thing on there, like this one says. It's from Tiffany Flazette She was my roommate in college. This is all about these two people, Paul and Mona, retirees, heading off on a retirement trip across the country, and they have the oldest treasures that they want to give to you. So it's kind of an interesting little thing. But it's a nice game. It's nice quality cards. It's better than Phase 10 in quality and I think in gameplay. And that is that. Comment, like, subscribe, and what you think. See you next time for more. Thanks for watching.